What is good, my peoples? This is Kobe2408. As always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share if you enjoy these videos. Make sure you hit the notification button so you know when I upload new videos or when I'm live streaming. Also, I'm doing a lot of giveaways this summer, so make sure you have that notification button hit so you know when I upload a video about a giveaway or when I live stream a giveaway. So if you didn't already know, Urgot is getting a rework. Also, Evelyn is getting a rework, and there's a new champion coming out shortly. We're speculating patch 7.15 or 7.16 or even 7.14. Currently the PBE is on 7.13, so it should be in a couple patches from now. So these posts were posted by Meddler. If you don't know who Meddler is, here's a picture of him. He is a lead game designer at Riot Games, and he posts a bunch of stuff about buffs, nerfs, and updates on the PBE and things that are becoming to the live server, like the honor system and a bunch of the Keystone and Mastery reworks. However, he posted a bunch of stuff about, well, not a bunch of stuff, but he posted a couple things about Urgot and as well as Evelyn, and also something about the new champion that's coming out, so it's pretty sick. So we're just going to talk about those in this video. So the first thing Meddler posted was about Urgot. Now this is exactly what he posted, so just let me read this to you guys. So, rebuilding a monster, Urgot. With Urgot getting closer to the release, we can start to talk about some details that have solidified over the last couple months. The current version of Urgot is a pretty unique champion, a marksman / tank hybrid. We like that Urgot is kind of weird champion, and we want to preserve that, but we also want to focus his identity a little bit more. Once we got deep into ideation, we began to play around with the idea of a ranged juggernaut. After some initial iterations, the direction showed a lot of promise and also opened a very unique place in the juggernaut roster. Also, yes, he has shotgun knees. Now, that's pretty funny. Shotgun knees. Here is a picture that he actually posted of what Urgot's knees are going to look like. So it's like a little sneak preview of the basically the rework of Urgot. So yeah, that's just the picture. It might look like he's in the background maybe. I think that's somebody that's working on his knees, obviously. But I don't know. Looks pretty amazing. I like it. I like the model. The textures are good. The green, I just like that green color. It's very vibrant. But that's a little sneak preview. I don't know whose hand that is in the background. If you can see at the top right, it's a little tough to see, but that might be Urgot, that might not. But again, we're just seeing his knees right now. So what you're looking at right now is the actual leak. Somebody from Riot Games had leaked this. That's what we were speculating. So basically it tells you what his Urgot spells are going to be. I'm just going to read this very quickly. If you want to see my other video on I go in depth on like what his spells are going to look like, what champions he's similar to, especially like comparing to Dota and Han, because there's some champions that actually play very similar to what his spells are going to be. So I'm just going to read this, and you guys can, you know, have your opinions and thoughts, and you can put in the comments below, and then we're going to move on to Evelyn's rework. But Urgot, completely immobile, lowest base movement speed aside from unmounted Kled, 290. Has insane defenses and damage, but being super slow is his weakness. W is a toggle that roots him in place, but brings a rocket launcher out of his back and makes him ranged. So his auto attacks are melee, and then you press W and makes him a ranged champion, but he can't move when he's obviously when you toggle that toggle the W. Sorry. Auto attacks use a spinning saw blade when not ranged. Ultimate turns his entire frontal area into a giant death grinder, roots him in place while you control a giant metal claw that pulls the first enemy it touches to you. Deals true damage. You're basically fucked if you get hit by the claw, but it's pretty slow. Urgot is literally a six-legged terror machine tank. So again, Meddler said he's going to be a juggernaut, and you know, this leak from last month is just you know, proving that yes, he's going to be this super tank machine. And again, he has a high defense, but again, he's very immobile. So that is Urgot's rework. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So here's what Meddler had to say about the Evelyn rework. Now, embracing agony, Evelyn. Not much new to say about Evelynn that I didn't say in my last vlog, except Evelynn to be more of a modernization rather than a complete reboot. Similar to Warwick's VGU, Evelynn should still be the same sexy, stealthy shadow assassin we all know and love, but with new tricks that allow her to function as the assassin she's meant to be in the modern League environment. Like all our VGUs, Evelynn will also be getting some charming new visuals and lore to go with the new gameplay tools we are giving her. Now, in the same leak about the Urgot rework, there's also a thing about Evelynn, so I will read that in just a sec, but I wanted to show you guys what Medler had posted and a picture he also posted. So this, I think, is like a new spell icon. This could be something to do with maybe her passive, I would say. She does have this new stealth mechanic that I will read from the leak, but you know, you guys can speculate. Let me know in the comments below. But I think this is a spell icon for sure. So similar to the Urgot leak, that same Riot employer or whoever it was also leaked something about Evelynn's rework as well. Again, this was from last month. You can check out the video and I go a little more in depth with this, but I'm just gonna read this off and you guys can, you know, formulate your own thoughts. Evelynn's new passive stealth makes her invisible. I think that's what he was going for. Invisible permanently, but only when next to walls. Think of Talia. So that's what I think maybe that spell icon might be or something. I don't know. Might be her ultimate. But anyways, her playstyle and kit revolves around shadows. The two tentacles on her back are really just shadow arms. She can phase through walls without breaking stealth and has a kit that allows her to be a highly effective early game counter jungler. So her phase through walls, I think, would be similar to, let's say, Talon, like how he can jump over walls and for 2 minutes he can't jump over walls anymore. So I would think Evelynn could do the same thing. She can go through the walls, but she can't go through the same wall for the next like 2 minutes or something. There's probably a pretty long cooldown on that. So that's what Evelynn's rework is going to be about. Obviously, Medler hasn't posted too much about it, but and then we only got a little bit of what Evelynn's rework is going to be about, and he did say he's not changing too much about Evelynn, just like they did for Warwick. They didn't, I mean, obviously Warwick got changed quite a bit, except for his ultimate was basically the same. So, and then his blood sense that he uses did not change either. So, Evelynn's probably in that same boat, like maybe her ultimate doesn't change, and obviously her stealth mechanic doesn't change, but she'll have a couple other spells that get reworked. But that is Evelynn. Now we're gonna go and talk about the new champion that Medler had mentioned about. So again, in that same post, Medler also mentioned this new champion, so I'm just gonna read his post that he did, and then we'll go over that. Also, there was a leak again about the new champion as well last month, so I'll read that as well. But let's just take a look at this. A shadow on the horizon. We have a bunch of new champions in various stages of development. I'm not going to go over all of the champions in production. Spoilers. Just the one that has been infesting my mind lately, which is obviously the new champion that's coming out. A new carry champion that we think will perform well in the jungle. After Ivern, we wanted to try our hand at a more aggressive, damage-focused champion that should feel at home in the jungle. They will also be our first transformation champion since Gnar, but this take on transformation will be unlike any champion we have ever made. I don't want to say much more than that for now, but keep an eye out for more info soon. That is insane. So he's gonna, he or she, whatever this new champion is, it is confirmed that it's gonna be a jungle champion, and it's gonna have some type of transformation, like obviously he said like Gnar, so it might have some type of rage bar, and then all of a sudden it transforms into this gigantic monster or whatever it may be. I don't know. That's interesting. I'm reading this for the first time, so that's crazy. So it is confirmed that it is going to be a jungle champion, and it's going to be a carry champion, so that's good to know. Now I'm going to read the leak that came out last month. It doesn't seem like it is similar to what well, what Medler had just stated here, so, but I'm just gonna read it to you guys, and you guys can again formulate your own opinions. But let's take a look at the leak. So before I get into reading the leak, here is a picture of the something to do with the new champion that Medler had posted underneath what I just read, but I don't know what it is. It looks like Velka's eye almost, but maybe it's the ultimate for this new champion, or maybe it is an actual like player icon, so something you would change for the new champion. It has something obviously to do with the new champion, but you know, it's in black and white. It's hard to tell what it is. Looks like an eye to me, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below what you think it is, but let's go ahead and read the leak. Again, here is the leak from last month. We're thinking, again, somebody at Riot Games had leaked this, or somebody knows someone that works at Riot Games that mentioned this to them and then they leaked it. But let me just read this very quickly. Next champion will be in 7.12. That is wrong. We know that's not right, just because right now the patch out on the live servers is 7.12 and the patch on the PvE is 7.13, so we're thinking either 7.14 or 7.15 is when the new champion will be released. His name is Nyuta. Now, very quickly, Nyuta, that is an internal name. It's not the actual name. So, yeah, just make sure you guys understand that it's an internal name. It's not the actual real name. That will be when this new champion is released. He's an Ionian monk who can channel storms, hybrid assassin, likely mid or jungle. Okay, Medler did mention something about a jungle champion that can carry, so that's somewhat accurate. Has huge mobility with a Thunderbolt like Q and a devastating but situational ultimate. Not really sure about the Q and the ultimate, just because Medler didn't mention too much. However, he did say something about the ultimate is going to be similar to like Nars, so there's going to be like a transformation. I know Jace can like transform between melee and range, so maybe something in that realm, similar to Diana / Akali. Core items probably Ludens and Gunblade. So Diana can carry, and so Medler did mention the champion will be some type of carry and some type of assassin. So this leak is somewhat true. We'll just have to wait and see about the Thunderbolt like Q and the devastating ultimate situational. But that's it for what the leaks and what Medler had been stating about the Urgot and Evelyn rework. I look forward to the Urgot rework because I like playing him. Personally, I hate Evelyn and I hate her stealth mechanic because it's a pain in the ass to deal with, but I always love new reworks and stuff. So old champions getting reworked, love it. Also, I think Azir is getting reworked, Yasuo is getting reworked, and there's one more other, there's an ADC that's getting reworked. I can't think of the name. Come on, Kobe, what is the name? You can... Kalista, there we go. So Kalista is also probably seeing a minor rework, but it's pretty crazy. Also, one more champion is also getting Diana. So we have a lot to look forward this year, especially, and especially this summer. So yeah, that's it. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, I'm Kobe2408. Thank you for watching, and you guys stay awesome, my friends. And I'm out. Peace.